Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews. Yes, I have shaved my head and this is my review for The Lovebirds. Now, from Paramount Pictures and released on Netflix due to the continuing health crisis, The Lovebirds stars Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani, I do hope I've pronounced that right, as a hapless couple who are pulled into a conspiracy when a carjacker murders a cyclist with their own car, framing them for the entire feat in the process. Now, I want to start by saying you have seen this film before, multiple times. It's fundamentally a run-of-the-mill story whereby honest, easygoing people are thrown wildly into a fantastical situation with life-threatening possibilities. All the while, the couple deal with their relationship-based issues, which in this case, Leilani and Gibran are breaking up. Those issues are then inexplicably solved by the entire journey, the entire whole trip. Magical. But, to be fair, the setup is nice. You see them over the course of an opening montage, getting to know each other and falling for each other after only one fateful night together. Then, it jump shifts 4 years later, jarringly, to a point where they are quite literally at each other's throats, arguing about a race. Trivial, but something most couples could easily attest to, I agree. Almost immediately, though, everything changes. They are running for their lives and inexplicably on a course to find the real culprit, taking us right into that conspiracy angle. It sounds more enthralling than it is, though. The plot bounces from one scenario and setup to another as it trudges toward a predictable end. I'd argue that the opening 5 minutes were more entertaining and interesting than the rest of the film, truth be told. There is very little of anything unique in this film at all, and it riffs off of every major moment from every other film that has done this exact angle already, but better. The only saving grace here is Rae and Nanjiani. They have terrific chemistry, but that chemistry only goes so far, as poor dialogue leaves them exposed to a script which in hindsight has very little of anything going on beyond the surface, which is generic and really simple in its direction. Some scenes appear to have been constructed through improvisation, which is a great indicator of how great a pairing between two actors is, and in truth there are some good little moments, but these scenes have the unnerving sense that they are slowing everything down, filling up time in what is already a short enough film. These sequences, they rephrase jokes and hover unnecessarily over the same punchline. It's not great. Rae and Nanjiani are clearly on the same wavelength throughout, rebounding off of each other's interactions and intentions with real sparks threatening to ignite from both of them, but the wider film around them is so transparent and monotonous that their clear talents only break through in small doses in this entire affair. They both deserve much better than this, even if this is but a stepping stone on their way up, the echelons of comedic genius. Everything in this film is clearly telegraphed throughout. There are no shocks. The cult shtick is flat, and there are no hard-hitting home truths or surprise endings to any of the arcs. It literally is a paint-by-numbers job. In fact, the ending oddly plays out like the producers suddenly realised they were running out of time, and they hastily threw together a conclusion that feels neither earned, meaningful, or with any level of tension or poignancy. Honestly, the ending is unremarkably dull. Now, The Lovebirds is a film built and made reliant on the quality of its actors alone to lead the narrative through their performance, with little else of anything noteworthy to be found. It's so thin that minor mistakes in continuity and random gaffes like a bowl of chips randomly appearing on a table, 2 milkshakes disappearing into thin air from the same table, slats on a cupboard facing the wrong way from one shot to the next, or an explosion, which is my favourite bit, an explosion that was clearly advertised in the trailer, blatantly not being in the film at all. Meaning the explosion was put in the trailer to garner attention, to suggest that there is a level of threat that doesn't exist in the end. All of these errors become glaringly obvious even when you aren't looking for them, and it's because there is nothing gripping happening in the film. The Lovebirds is breezy and light for all the wrong reasons. It's probably a saving grace that this film was released to Netflix as opposed to a main theatrical release. Surely there, in the cinemas, it would have been chewed up and spat out. Some will probably go easy on it, though given the circumstances, in fact, they are. Me though, I simply posit this: why settle for mediocrity, even from the comfort of your own couch? So for that reason, I'm giving this film a 3 out of 10. Yes, it is on Netflix, it was released on Friday, but honestly, unless you are very, very much intrigued to see the pairing of these two, who have really done great comedic shows before on HBO and other networks, you know, they are climbing rising stars. Unless you are very much interested to see these two together and see, you know, their comedic talents on show, I would honestly avoid this film. So there you have it, a 3 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, please subscribe to the channel, share it as well. Leave a comment down below if you've seen this film. What did you think of it? Was it as bad as I have suggested? Who knows? Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.